to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Miranda, and today I was inspired by this beautiful, beautiful makeup artist. Her first name is Katie. I'm not going to butcher her last name, but I will link her channel down below. So be sure to click on her channel, check out all of her videos. She has amazing videos. She does cut creases, and her artwork is just out of this world. She's so inspiring to me, someone who's kind of afraid to play with color and just don't know a lot about cut creases, and because I have hooded eyes and everything, but she is absolutely amazing. She goes step by step, she goes slowly, and in this last video she actually did like a talk through, so it was very cool. And yeah, so after watching that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. So I got this inspiration from one of her videos, and yeah, if you want to see how I got this look and the products that I used, just keep watching. So first things first, guys, we're going to go in with the Morphe 35B palette. We're just going to take that blue shade and we're going to start to blend it all over the crease, and we're going to use it as a transition shade. And here you see I'm just going back and forth, mapping out where I want the new crease to be. Now I'm taking the Makeup Revolution concealer and I'm just very easily mapping out where I want the new crease to be. As you can see, you go a little bit higher than your natural crease, and this is what gives the illusion of a bigger eyelid space, and ultimately it will give you more room to work with. Here I'm just cleaning off the concealer with some makeup remover on a Q-tip. And now here you see me going back in with the concealer, and I am priming the lid again with that. Remember, you can be as messy as you want because we'll clean it up in the end. Here I'm setting it with the Wet n Wild. No, here I'm setting it with some white eyeshadow from the same Morphe 35B palette. Now I'm going back in with the blue shade from the 35B palette, and I'm just packing it on the outer corner of the eyelid. And I'm doing the same thing here to the inner corner using the same shade. However, this time I did spray my brush with the NYX setting spray just to intensify the pigment. Here I'm very carefully carving out where I want the negative space to be. This is what is going to make it look like you have the white space in the middle of the eyelid, I guess you could say. And now I'm going back in with a darker blue shade in that Morphe palette, and I'm just going to deepen up the crease right here. This is where our new crease is, and so I'm just taking that darker shade just to give it more definition. And here I'm just packing on some of the silver from that same palette. And I did spray the brush just to make it a little bit more pigmented. I found out that if you spray your brush before you put your shadow on the brush, or vice versa, you will get more pigment with your shadows. And then the same thing on the other eye, you guys, unless it's Halloween and you don't want to do the same thing to the other eye, but you just use the concealer and you map out where you want your new crease to be. Same blue shadow on the inner corner, and we'll do the same thing to the outer corner of the eye. And you continue to follow the shape up in the shape that it goes. As you can see there, that's why I'm using a smaller brush. It's easier to use a smaller brush to really be really precise and to get that curvature or the shape of your new lid exactly how you want it to create the negative space. And here I'm just taking a Q-tip and some makeup remover and just cleaning up the edges, and then I'm going to go ahead and prime my face, and I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Super Stay 24-Hour Wear Foundation, and I'm just going to take my beauty sponge and I'm going to dab that all over the face. Here I'm just going to take a little bit of the Makeup Revolution concealer in the shade C7, and I'm just going to put it underneath my eyes, down the bridge of the nose, on the cupid's bow, and in the middle of the forehead. Taking my beauty sponge from Morphe, I'm going to blend that out very, very easily, especially around the eyes. We don't want to get concealer over the, masterpiece that we just created. Here I'm going to take a shader brush. I'm going to go in the inner corner because it seems to be too hard for me to get the sponge in the inner corner. I don't know why I struggle with that, so that's what I'm doing here. I'm just using a brush because for me it's easier. Next, guys, I'm taking the same blue shadow and I'm placing it in the lower waterline. And then I'm going to take the Wet n Wild contour palette and use the brown shade, and I'm just going to use it to sculpt out my cheekbones. And then also I dibble dab in the MAC Studio Finish Mineralized Skin Finish. I don't know what Studio Finish is, guys. I go back in with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish and bronze up with that. Then I take the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade in the shade dark brown just to define my brows. Here you see me taking the Carly Bible palette, and I'm actually using the white shade in her palette to highlight with, and as you can see, it was extreme. And when I say extreme, I mean extreme. I even took my fluffy brush just to kind of tone it down a little bit. Don't want to offend anybody. Now I'm going to take a NYX lip liner and just go in and line my lips, and then I'm going to be going in with the shade Cool Girl from Too Faced. It's one of their nude matte lipsticks. Very comfortable, very, very comfortable on the lips. Then I'm going to go in with the Mega Plush mascara, and I'm going to coat the bottom lashes, guys, and we're almost finished with this look. All right, guys, that finishes up this look. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed creating it. Remember to click the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and remember to check out Katie's channel. I linked it down below in the description box. So yeah, until next time, stay beautiful.